Wow, I did that so well this time. I timed it perfectly, the countdown.
Oh shit.
Jess, why are you eating garlic puree? That's so weird. Anyway.
No, it's cookie dough.
Sure
Thank you for
that. Hit this button. Chat, let me know if you can hear music. Quickly.
Now, hurry up, chat. Jeez, chat.
I dare you. I dare you.
Come on.
Apparently, we're having chewing problems.
Music is good.
To the music.
Yeah. Jess, can you chew a little louder? Thanks.
I sure can.
Just for the people in the podcast.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta pull up my blocker for DAG.
You say it so intensely.
I know.
Look at me, Dave. Acknowledge my existence.
I can't look at you when I do this. So, when we last left our heroes, having finished their adventures in the Nightmare King's realm, our party reappeared back in the city of Dawn's Gate, more specifically, at Basil's mother's house, Sarah. Upon arriving, the party spent a little while discussing the 5 other entities, their tomes, and whatever deal Basil has now made with the Nightmare King. Without much to go on, Tristan suddenly remembered by way of universe that Basil's mother, Sarah, had known a bit more about the tomes. And so he brought them to Nick's office for a proper meeting. There they learned more of the entity's histories. But Sarah was unaware of the other locations aside from the Royal Library. Let me turn that down a little bit. Hold on. There we go. Nick offered his assistance to help discover the other locations while the party tried to do the same. And, of course, Basil's mother, now seeing him well fit and suited with a group of like-minded and capable individuals, encouraged him to seek out new ventures and resources with his brand new friends. With that, Nick suggested they go to a tavern known as the Crowbar, not too far from where they were. As the party ventured forth, they finally made their way to the tavern, and when trying to open, found that the doors were locked. They were then approached by the tavern's proprietor, Jerry Talltuft, a Kenku man. He told the party of a defunct magical security system that had taken to attacking he and his other patrons. He offered the party a room and board for a week if they were able to assist in removing said security system.
Just a week?
Didn't I say a week?
I thought it was forever.
Forever?
There was no time stated there.
There was no time.
You have to go with
Forever.
Listen, I don't write these things down. What am I supposed to do?
And we want to have the Kenku be here always, so this is our forever home now.
Okay, fair enough.
It's gonna burn down this episode.
As the party decided that they were now going to be squatters, they decided to enter into the tavern proper and face this foe to which Jerry had been speaking of. They met with the brews, bearers of ale that were able to spring to life, and attacked each of them. However, the party was easily able to overcome the magical constructs, beating them down to no more than scraps of wood. However, not before a small oozling-like creature appeared from the wreckage, flipping them off and slowly disappearing into the floorboards below. During the battle, Grimoire was also able to discover the quest board Nick had spoken to him about, with a single note on it. The note read, "Looking for strong adventurers to assist in the collection of rare resources for my shop. We'll pay handsomely. See me at my shop, kissed by a rose in the handler's market." And with the brews finally defeated, the party stood alone in the tavern, ready to decide what they should do next. And so, our story continues. As each of you look around to one another, smiles gracing upon your faces, thinking once again, a great job that you've all done.
Sorry, I'm just imagining Tristan smiling. Really?
That's how we know it's a fantasy adventure.
Yeah, exactly. High fantasy. What would you all like to do?
Well, I believe there was a matter of what we place the booking for our room under, and whether or not we go by any particular nomenclature to be used in reference to us as a traveling group of armed buddies. I mean,
Holy shit! What are you saying?
I don't even
It's
know.
just
We
Norman
need to go talk
Glacier.
to the Kenku and figure out our living arrangements.
He's also talking
Yes.
about names
I,
too.
yes, I meant what do we call our entourage of people when, I mean, we can put the booking down as individuals, or we can put it down as one, I don't know, group name. If we were to decide on perhaps a group name to save ourselves the trouble on all the paperwork, what should we refer to ourselves as?
Oh, I have a great name. V's Keeps.
I don't like that one.
That sort of makes it sound like you're in charge. That'd be the silliest thing I've ever heard.
Also that we may be small chickens.
Yeah, that too.
I like
Yes, another one's...
I like Basil's
Marshmallow
his first suggestion, nomenclature. I don't know, that's a nice ring to it, Basil.
Maybe you just don't talk for a while, Tristan.
Oh man.
Look, I didn't pay enough attention to the WhatsApp to see if we had decided on anything, so I'm out.
What about something tribe? Something with tribe. I like that one. No problem.
Basil,
I
how
like
could you
that.
do this to us? We clearly weren't ready. You read the WhatsApp group and saw that we didn't come to a conclusion, and now you have us
What?
in game trying
What
to
are
think of a
you?
name.
What are you referring to? I have no idea for this WhatsApp of which you speak. All I know is that we have now confronted ourselves in this, and we don't need to spend 4 months postulating over this.
What about the
We
Tristan
need
tribe?
to
I like that
we-
one.
We need to
No.
stop with all this meta stuff going on right now and apologize to the chat.
All right. Well, I did have one that I quite liked, and in honor of Tristan's newfound joyfulness, I would rather like the notion of the two coin clan.
Like
You mean that creepy
coins.
shit that he does?
Well, I mean, it's a tribe thing, and it's I mean, like two coins are kind of a together thing. They're always together, like we're always together, and we want money. And having money in the name is good fortune. It's very superstitious, very spiritual. We invite money to come towards us. I mean,
But the
Sounds like
coins
we
are
only
for
want-
dead people.
Yeah, but we could
Right.
make a really cool song out of it, like 2 coins, don't bother me. 2 coins, don't bother me.
Anybody?
And he does a little jig.
Yeah.
Let me do a performance check for
well,
Tristan.
I think perhaps we should workshop it. For now, let's just go with forget me not, so that the guy does not forget that we have booked this room.
That's a dumb name. That's a
You
really
left
bad
us
name.
speechless here, Basil.
Look, we'll come up with a name later. Okay, it's fine.
We can just
It's-
do
it's-
individually for right now, and obviously we don't have a traveling name.
I still think V's tribe, V's clan. This has quite a good name.
Again, why are you at the
It's V. Do you really?
not even the strongest one here? You're like fourth.
Wow.
I love you and all, but I mean,
Strength is not everything, Grimoire. Plus, I'm the center of my own
played
universe.
instrument.
So, it just makes sense that I'd be the
You're
center.
the worst prostitute among us. You refuse to even call yourself a.
I don't call myself a prostitute.
I thought we were all prostitutes.
That's
No,
right.
no, but you're
I'm
more than welcome
definitely
to be.
not. I mean, look, rent can be hard. I'm not sure how things work here.
Basil, you've been out of the
Well,
house
we're
for
going to
less
be
than
renting
24
our
hours.
service for a coin, so I mean, what's the difference?
A pole?
There may be a pull involved. We never know.
Well said.
All right.
We should
Why
go
don't
talk
we?
to them.
Why don't we, for now, call ourselves Traveling Tribe?
What about
He's
super
easily
traveling
friends? The
tribe.
super awesome friends together. Because
I
we're all
like-
best friends.
I like that one,
All right.
actually.
The traveling friends.
It needs work. You know what? Let's
All
just
right.
come back.
I have
to
one
it
more pitch.
another day.
I have one more pitch. And hear me out on this. We're trying to find these rainbow-colored books, right? And we're trying to bring them together. To...
The Rainbow Friends.
You know. What about the Rainbow Library?
That's dumb. No, I don't like that.
All right, fine.
Almost like a sort of reading rainbow.
That's
Yes,
all I thought
exactly.
about.
That might be copyrighted. I don't know.
Reading
Is it?
rainbow.
Who copyrights rainbows?
We are walking and talking, I presume, on
Well,
the
it's
way.
sitting in the bar.
It would be stupid not to be.
I'm just trying to sign the guest book.
Oh my gosh, Basil! Just write anyone's name down. Write
Wait,
your
have
own
we
name.
even let the owner know that we've
No.
relinquished this?
No, we haven't.
No.
Basil
Hold
has
on,
been
where's-
way
What was-
too preoccupied.
Oh, you mean
I'm-
Jerry?
I'm
Names you were
just-
writing down.
Look, just there,
Just-
cool.
just
I've
write
written my
down
name
Jerry.
down, okay, including my last name, which you'll never find out. And I close it and I put it.
Well, you
somewhere.
know, I'm one for reading books, so you know.
Don't read my
Listen.
books.
Wait, what's your last name?
Not your consent. It's fine.
Also,
Then
why
why
would you put
mention
your
it?
First and last name when we're supposed to be incognito here.
Look,
man.
I feel like you've learned a lot of mysteries about me in the last few months, or
No.
what feels like the last few months. I think I can at least have this one.
Listen, Basil, you said, and I quote, "All of my cards are on the table now."
Except for this one, apparently.
Right, that you so graciously dropped in front of us and said, "Oops, actually, I'm going to flip that card over." So, what is
It's-
your last name?
Fine, it's Thorn. You happy?
Dawn. Why
Yes.
were you secretive about that?
Nothing. I was I just needed something. I don't know. I feel like
Can we,
You need
please, can we please sign the book and
What?
eat? Oh my God.
the book is
Yeah.
signed. We can.
Well, great.
I wish
Let's
we had a
go.
group of people that would, I don't know, suggest several different names, and maybe there'd be a good one in the bunch.
Yes, if only there were people listening to this
Only we
conversation that
had.
could suggest ideas for this. But alas, we're alone.
in this.
We go
All right.
outside and talk to the tavern owner and tell him that
Jerry.
his security system won't bother anyone anymore ever again.
Did you write Basil plus 5? Or how many more are there of us? Yeah, 5. 5 of us.
I did.
Okay.
Oh, that might be a good name. The Basil 5.
No. Next.
Okay, let's. We just goes outside. It's ridiculous.
As you head outside, you take note that you seem to have been having this conversation quite a lot longer than you initially thought. From
Wanted.
or wanted, most likely. Yes. You can see that the sun has at least started to set at this point, as it gives kind of that orangish glow off of many of the nearby windows. As you head outside, you can see directly across the way, sitting just on his front porch, the familiar face of Jerry.
Jerry, we did it. Your problem is gone now.
He immediately turns to look over to you. Hey, well done, folks. So was it
Thank you.
too much of an issue for you?
Well, not for
It
us.
was
Basil,
not so much.
Basil made some weird choices in battle, but we worked around it, so it was all right.
He looks directly at Sicarius. Now, Basil, you have to be a lot more careful when you're doing these type of things.
Yeah, Basil.
Oh, right, you were the Basil one. Right.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Well,
Never mind.
it'll be nice to get back into my bar as he presses himself upwards and begins to make his way towards the front entrance.
Oh, do we?
Just super quick. Do you have a cellar or a basement of some kind?
What for?
He gives a bit of a look towards you at first. No cellar, no basement, nothing along those lines. No, just the one floor. I mean, there's the one above, but the mostly just the one, you know. As he turns and quickly begins to scurry inside.
Inside
I'll
You
yeah.
don't need one for that.
Yeah. Still gonna make one.
Okay.
fucking 4. Why can't I read people?
I've been asking that question for 2 years now, Bobby.
You can, Bobby, but it'll cost you an arm and a leg.
Wow.
Keep your puns away from me.
He's enjoying that one too much.
Well, Grimoire kind of shrugs his shoulder and, with a smile, continues to make his way inward towards the tavern. The rest of you, not so confident in
Wait.
Jerry's response.
Don't leave. I had a real question. Do we have room keys? Fuck.
Now almost inside the tavern proper. Yep, they're inside!
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to talk to him out here. We're going into...
Yeah, I mean, there was a real question. I remember the little ooze orb thing that came out of the creature. It tried to grab it in the cup.
And it went under the
yeah.
building.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about oozes, but did we really get rid of it?
Do you want me to ask him more persuasively?
Well, you know what they say, guys. You snooze, you ooze. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Ha!
I hate it when
I
you
think
don't-
we should lock him in room.
Tristan, I want some. I'm gonna give you some money. Can you go get me some saltwater taffy?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you, Tristan. I'm gonna give him a bag of coin.
Okay, you give Tristan a bag of coins as he kind of wanders off into nowhere, staring at the sky, most likely looking to chase a butterfly.
Aww.
Great.
You should check on Basil's mom.
Basil shoots you the filthiest glare.
All right, are we going back in to get the keys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Oksana.
Also, it's getting late. Like,
As you head back inside, Jerry's already made his way behind the bar, seemingly polishing off a few things, taking stock of the current situation within the bar. Well, looks like it's not too broken up in here. Ah, right. Keys. That's what you were looking for. As he goes underneath the bar, pulling it out a small box. The box is very ornate, with that looks very similar to that of a small treasure chest, as opposed to a rickety old box. Flipping it open, he takes out a handful of keys and spreads them out on the table. 6 of them, to be exact. Well, rooms for each of you.
Great.
Thank you.
Oksana will grab a key. I think we were also promised a meal. And cash. Yes, 100 gold. What was it? I forget.
I don't remember offering gold and room and board.
No. Yes. Look, I'm going to be honest. I asked for gold and we came to an agreement of room and board and a meal instead.
Right. That's exactly what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Well-
You're not very good at negotiating. Although it is better that we be, honest. After all, a fellow Kenku like myself, and he pats him on the back.
A good lad you are. Well, with that said, I'll go ahead and start getting a meal ready for you if you want to head up to your rooms, maybe check them out. But first, perhaps a drink.
I would love that.
He pulls out a few small glasses before propping them up on the bar. Reaching underneath the bar proper, he pulls out a beautiful bottle of what looks to be a mixture of a clear and auburn brown liquid. It doesn't seem to mix together, almost like oil and water. It seems to move around one another. Maybe a little bit of airy whiskey, then, as he pops it open and begins to pour one into each one of the shots.
This group has so much PTSD from being fucking poisoned by it's like we don't even behave like normal characters anymore.
Jerry just stares at all of you like, okay, as he reaches forward and picking up the glass and raises it to you all before taking it back.
I'll drink in spirit. I'm not much of a drinker. Small
I'll drink.
constitution and all.
I'll have mine and
Basil
Grimoire's.
also, Basil also doesn't drink, and I'll sort of slide it over to Oksana.
She'll have all three, yeah.
Throw them back.
Sicarius will take a drink.
Okay. Well, if you'll give me a few short moments, I'll try and whip something up. I'm sure you're starving after that battle.
Yeah, I could eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been quite a while.
Yeah, I'll be okay, but if you want to portion nothing for me, that's fine.
I will eat his. Please make.
All right,
Hold
then. Not a problem. Please make. Please make. As he turns around the bar, coming out from the other side of the bar rail, and begins to scoot to closer to the staircase that you would, well, I guess Grimoire had seen, following down a hallway and disappearing from the rest of you.
Oksana is going to fall flat on the floor and try to see if she can peer into the cellar.
Okay. As you all watch as Oksana flops down directly on the floor in front of you, Oksana, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
That's a 7.
7.
You guys, I don't see anything.
You look down to see her staring directly into one of the floorboards as opposed to the small space between the two.
Right.
Hey,
Oh,
let me give you a hand. Grimo will put his ear to the floor and see if he can hear whatever's going on down there.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
It is a 16.
16. You listen closely, and you don't hear anything necessarily. Aside from a few creaks and cracks that reverberate. The only way you could possibly think of the reverberation is if there is, in fact, a space down there that's open.
Oh, there's a cellar down here, all right. But the question is, why did he lie about it?
It is a good question.
I think he's running an underground brothel. Quite frankly, I'm offended that we weren't offered a position on board.
Or it could be just as simple as the simple fact that even though we've helped him, he doesn't trust us yet. There could be his personal items down there that he doesn't want anybody to know.
Well, if
Not
it
to
wasn't
trust.
for us, he would not have any personal items anymore. I feel entitled to it.
Well, well, I don't feel the matter of privacy is the issue here, but the creature that we saw come out of the thing may still pose a threat if it is down there. I think he might forgive us for being insistent on it if we are respectful in how we go about this.
Or
You can make a
we
hole in the
sneaky
floor.
little fuckers if we wanted. After all, we are staying here tonight.
All of you make an investigation or a perception check for me, please.
Oh my god, my dice are downstairs because
You dingbat,
give me back.
go!
Someone roll for me. I trust you, Bobby. I trust you.
Wow,
She got a 5.
Wow.
weird
Why
choice in an emergency
Frickin', I
situation.
know, right?
Yeah, I know. That's the
Jeez.
least likely
She
person.
rolled a 16. I don't know what her modifier is.
Okay.
And
I got a
rolled
12.
Is this
I
based on
also got a
sight or
12.
sound?
I rolled a 2 because I was affronted at the accusation that
Okay,
rolls
Grimoire,
best.
go ahead and roll again for V, as she has been given a dark heart.
13 now. For
13. Okay.
And a 13 for, well, plus 4. 17 for Greenmore.
Okay. As you all continue to discuss this at the bar rail, Grimoire, you take note of something that seems a little out of place for this type of lodging. A beautiful tapestried rug that sits directly behind the bar. The design and the care that it was made from definitely doesn't suit the rest of the decor within the tavern.
Y'all see that shit over there?
What?
It's guarantee you there's a trapdoor under there. Don't cough, it's rude. Cover your mouth, you gotta into your
Oksana will walk up to the rug and just kind of like kick it to sort of flip it in half.
Okay. As you kind of stick your foot underneath it, propping it up a little bit, you do take note of a cutout section of a perfect square, a small handle that rests over top of it.
What did I
Well
tell you?
spotted.
Now, hold on, we don't know when he's coming back, so put the thing back over.
She'll quickly
We've taken note of it.
replace the rug.
Okay.
Are we going to come back at night?
We?
Oh.
I mean, I suppose we all could. It's a little more, you know.
I mean, shouldn't we go now to try and stop the creature that could potentially kill
It's a
everyone in
little
this?
hand.
We
Look,
did
What
destroy
if
it. Ish.
what if you told the man that you are concerned it is still alive? Isn't that the reason that really we want to go down there?
Look, I think we would hear a ruckus, you know, if shit were to go down. And now we know, like, if we do hear something, we point of entry, right?
Oh,
But,
I know.
I don't want to
how
get kicked out of this place on night one, you know.
I know how to test it, just like you did, Grimoire. And V will grab a glass and throw it at Grimoire's head.
I will attempt to catch it.
Okay. V, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check for me. Actually, no. Make a ranged attack for me. Grimoire, you give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, that's a great name. Glass hats.
How?
Why? Why is that great name?
That's
How
a
does
nat
that
20.
represent us at all?
Fine.
It's been so long since I had a nat 20, but what a way to use one. For a total of 26.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I didn't roll that. I rolled 19.
19. Surprisingly enough, she's able to pick up the glass and toss it near perfectly towards your grimoire. You take note of this, just out the corner of your eye, as she seemed a little mischievous in doing so. You're easily able to see it incoming and able to catch it with one of your large ears.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't even knew I could move those. That wasn't very nice.
You did it to me first, and that's how the battle started.
We were supposed to do it. It was supposed to set off the defense. You're just throwing things for no reason now.
No, because now, if the thing is still alive, it will attack. Because
Throw
then
the glass
Cosmo-
back at her. In the middle of her explanation.
We will try and catch it.
Okay. Vice
roll my
versa.
range.
Range and sleight of hand, guys.
24.
Oh. 12 plus 5.
17.
17.
Okay. As you huck it near perfectly, directly at her head, Grimoire. V, you just have enough time to swat it out of the way as it shatters on the ground beside you. You hear Jerry bellow out from somewhere far behind. Everything all right out there?
Help me, Oksana. I'm just gonna run around. Assuming he's gonna get attacked.
Yes, everything is just fine. We were just testing your glassware quality. Turns out it's not good.
All right. You're very strange people, but dinner should be ready shortly.
That is what I like to hear.
And Oksana will sit down at the nearest table and just like stretch out, like just she's waiting to eat.
Okay.
Maybe we should just call ourselves the Misfits. I mean, we're not doing anything proper with each other here.
Never.
All right, as the rest of you walk over and join Oksana at one of the long tables. A few moments later, and Jerry arrives with a large pot, cast iron, as he kind of walks it over to the table, popping it down directly in the center. You see a large wooden ladle that resides within. Well, didn't have too much for you here, but I was able to cook up a quick stew for you. And he starts to distribute small bowls. Not the greatest of dishware, more wooden than anything else, but distributes it all to each of you. Well, best I could do on short notice, but if there's anything else you need, just give me a holler. As he begins to walk back.
Oh wait, don't go. There is something else that I need. That I would like, maybe, if possible. See, manners. Look, I'm learning. I'm just wondering, my dear friend and I here, Oksana, would like to have a drinking contest tonight. Do you have any, maybe just a bottle of something hard?
Sure, I think I can work something out. Give me a second. As he walks back to behind the bar.
Oksana's watching you amused.
Oh, we'll just have to see. I don't know. That'll be good.
I do.
As a few moments pass, he returns back to the table. He's holding two large jugs. Two small handles close to the very top, little loops that he has both fingers in, putting the two jugs down on the table. This should be more than enough for the both of you. But if you need more, let me know. Happy to help.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
All right then, as he turns and walks back to the back room, presumably towards the kitchen.
Goodbye.
Okay, I'm gonna start eating. A lot.
Fantastic.
That's how tradition, y'all. Never on
figured-
your stomach.
I figured we'll start our little contest after the eating. I know how preoccupied you get with food.
It's very important to me.
And she's like mouthfuls of food.
Okay.
Had in the bowl.
As Oksana plows away at the food, V eyeing up and down the 2 jugs of booze, what are the rest of you doing?
I'd like to check the consistency of this soup stew thing.
Okay. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
If it's reminiscent of the booze.
Okay. No need
I don't know
for...
why. I just have this weird feeling that like, oh, it went down and then it like slid around, crawled up in the stew, and then it's gonna be in our bodies. It's gonna fuck us up.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm
As
a little bit of a pessimist.
As Greenmore jumps up onto the table, putting his goggles down, going into inspector mode, he twists around the ladle a few times. It does have more of a viscous consistency to it, but nothing out of the ordinary from a typical vegetable stew.
And is there any meat in it?
There is no meat in it.
Perfect. Then he will sit up on the table, cross his legs, and just enjoy while watching Oksana eat, because it's always a marvel.
Okay, fair enough. Sicarius, Basil, what are you guys doing?
Sitting back enjoying the dinner.
I am sliding the portion set aside to me to Oksana and sort of marveling at how much Oksana can just make vanish. Amidst like cat food, tea, and all the stuff that's already been consumed, plus what is, I think, 3 shots of a very, very alcoholic beverage, pint of whatever we've got, and 2 serves of this stew. It's just fascinating, really.
Okay. All right.
So-
Go ahead.
So Basil, do you just not eat or can't eat?
Well, I can eat. It just provides me no real nutrients. Sometimes I'll eat to blend in or to fit in. But it's more just uncomfortable. It's like having a mass in your body that's not really supposed to be there, moving along its way through you until it eventually expunges itself. I feel like eating is quite just unpleasant for me.
First off, you described eating as the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life. Secondly, would that mean, hypothetically, you both eat and shit fear?
In a matter of speaking, yes. Except fear, I absorb it all. There's no waste really.
You must have a pretty clean butthole. He just goes back to eating.
Well, why would you even be thinking about that? I don't understand. Anymore. I mean, can you taste things, or it just has 0?
Oh, I can taste things. Tasting things is fine.
Just curious, 'cause I've never seen you eat.
No, I avoid it where I can. Just like I said, I understand that other people eating is quite a pleasurable experience. Your body does this whole thing where it processes it and stuff, and but for me, it really doesn't exactly do that. I mean, while I've still got some biology similar to that of my my mother, it doesn't really work the same way. It's hard to explain. But
so if you were to join them in the little drinking game that they're about to do, would you get drunk at all?
Oh, even more so than before, because I've built almost no tolerance to poisons, to alcohols. One might say that that I am incredibly susceptible to such things because of my nature.
Just gonna
Note
write
to
that
self,
down.
try to get him to drink alcohol. All right.
I'll write that down as a weakness in case you ever betray us.
Yes.
I'll put it on the same piece of paper as the what the fuck I am list.
That's a fair point. I also have a weakness for bicycles as well.
That's
I don't
just
know
very
what a
odd to
bicycle
just
is.
bring up.
It's like I like riding bikes. It's how we got around up in the Sky District.
There's no bike.
So
Like a horse?
do you pick and choose which functions you have? Like you don't eat, you don't poop, you sleep, yes?
I do sleep, yes.
Okay. Do you fart? What do you? I don't get it.
Do you have fear farts?
She
They kind of
has-
squeak
she
and
has-
they come out sometimes.
She has food all over her face as she's talking to you and is like hunched over her meal, just chewing with her mouth open.
All right. I don't choose. I don't choose what traits I have. But as far as biological function goes, no, I do not poop. I have been. I am capable of passing gas. It is not as common, and usually it's just from inherent breathing and passing through the digestive system instead of going through the lungs. I mean, you breathe through your mouth when you gasp, but when you take in a deep breath, and that goes somewhere. It's
The lungs.
yes, but if you breathe it in and goes into your stomach, it then continues on.
Listen, you can just say yes, I can fart. You know.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, I can fart. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Yes, I was curious. Yes.
It's just very curious about
Mother
how
always
things
said that
work
talking
here.
about one's bowels during mealtime was inappropriate and strange, and yet I feel distinctly comfortable with you all talking about this.
Listen,
It's an
everybody
actual
poops.
thing, yes.
Well, I don't.
Except you.
Everyone except for you and possibly Tristan. I haven't seen him eat
Yes,
either.
I would like to know if Tristan poops,
Tristan,
Me
you
too.
poop, or-
because he's also not eaten. I mean, while we're here and while we're talking about this,
Oh, right, he's
what-
gone.
what is-
What segue
is-
is about to happen?
Seems
No, I just mean, what is Tristan's deal? I mean, I eat fear, all right? So I gain sustenance from something. It's not like I don't eat anything, right? But I've never seen Tristan eat anything, right? So where does he get his energy from?
Do we just talk shit behind his back? Is that what
Yeah.
Well, not talking. Well, we're literally talking
Well,
shit.
no, I'm
We're
on
not
board.
talking
I'm on
shit.
board.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
it's talking fecal matter versus shit.
This is interesting point. I have also not seen him eat.
Well, considering it's been 100 years is what he said, so whatever he last ate is still there, maybe.
Oh,
That's
that's gonna be
true.
the worst smelling thing.
Maybe that's why he doesn't eat. Maybe it's fossilized inside of him.
The worst case of constipation ever.
Thank you for
Is
joining
there more
us for
food?
Careful Cantrip, Chapter 22. Kissed by a rose. That's what you wanted? Oh my god.
Oh,
Hey, at least we're not killing his character.
It's true. We've improved.
We're killing his character in a very different way.
Well, anyway, while we're, alone and in maybe a hushed tone before you two start drinking, what's our plan tonight? Are we going to go check this basement thing out? You want me to do it, or what's the plan?
I mean, my concern is that there's an ooze creature growing steadily larger and larger by the moment down underneath there. But,
I'm more worried that a strange bird person is lying about having a secret cellar. That's a little off-putting, don't you think? I mean,
It's quite possible he knows about the ooze and is protecting it. I mean, after all, it was his security system that was being most likely powered by this thing.
No, he said Dalmar did it.
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
Found
He
that,
said
yeah.
Delmar
Mm.
Jr.
Yes.
sold it.
Elmar
He-
Jr. the Fourth, I believe.
The fourth.
Yes,
So
he
many
said
guys.
I'll
he
take my
purchased it.
DM inspiration now, thank you.
If any of you think you're getting inspiration this session,
But we've asked
Greenmore-
important questions.
I would like to come tonight. I can be pretty sneaky if I try.
And if you're
You
drunk,
will be unconscious.
yeah, I've seen
No.
her drink. I
So-
shit you not.
Why do you want to do a drinking game, by the way? I don't
Because
understand.
it's fun, Sicarius. Do you ever just have fun? Since the moment that I've met you, all we've done is fight things, and I've almost died 3 times. I just like to have a little fun.
You're always bringing that up.
That I almost died. It was a little
Well,
traumatic.
that's usually pretty
How many
traumatic
times
for
you gonna
people.
play that card?
Really?
It's not even a card. I'm just saying it's what happened, and it's not fun to die. We can all agree that it's not fun to die,
I
right?
can contest it is not very fun.
Right.
I don't know.
So now I am alive, and I would like to celebrate that with my friends. You're all welcome to participate in the drinking contest with water or whatever the heck you want to participate with. That's fine too. Doesn't have
I
to
would
be-
highly suggest you don't go in a drinking competition against Oksana. Her and her bears back in the forest, I actually once saw them eat a bunch of fermented berries, and she no shit outdrank a bear. So I just
Oh,
don't see how
yes.
you come out on top of this.
I don't know.
That was
I
great night.
I have a high tolerance. We'll
Well,
just have to.
it has been a while since we've had entertainment. So this
Well,
could be
we
very
can't
entertaining.
do. Well, all of us can't do both. I certainly.
Well, I'm
don't
not going
trust
to join
my-
in the game, but I will certainly take pleasure in enjoying watching you two make fools of yourselves.
So then, who is going in the cellar?
I can.
Sounds
I
like we're
will.
playing it by
Wait, are we
ear.
going to go in the cellar at the same time you guys are drinking?
No, this is later
No.
tonight, but
Okay, then we do it later.
Yes, I'll be fine later. It will be fine.
I mean, okay.
All right.
You'll be
And,
in a
if
coma,
it's-
but okay.
if
Well,
it's,
will
if
not
it's any
be in a coma.
consolation,
I will be glad to join you, Grimoire.
on the other hand, I think my services and skills would be best used to ensuring the owner remains asleep soundly for the rest of the evening.
You're not gonna kill him, are you?
I'm not going to kill him. I literally have dream magic. It's the whole
how long
thing.
would
It's
that
why
last?
I've done. It's why I've done literally nothing since you've met me, except surrender and perhaps get knocked out by a giant hippo. Okay.
You also took your opportunity to go head first into a liquid creature. I don't.
I had
understand
some
that.
new powers. I needed to try and figure these out. And it turns out that they are just as useless as my ability to wield a knife. Thus far, the only thing I've learnt in my long adventure with you people is how to play Sicarius like a drum.
I still don't understand what you're talking about. with
Let
that.
the drinking competition begin. I'm on Oksana's
I'm gonna-
team, and he jumps over to your side of the table.
What do you mean?
All right.
Play me like a drum.
I to accompany the drinking contest, I start to play Sicarius.
What the hell are you doing?
And I get
that.
an 18. I get an 18 on my performance check.
It sounds beautiful, but stop.
It's like reverse hambone.
I'm sorry, Dave.
that's fine. I'm gonna murder you all anyway. All right, what the hell are we doing?
What
Drinking
happened?
contest.
Hamboning.
Fantastic. Okay, who's participating in drinking contest?
Me.
Okay,
Just me and Oksana. Then.
just the two of you. Okay, here's how we're gonna make this work. Each of you have the equivalent of 3 hearts, like in video games.
Okay.
Okay? You will be making Constitution saving throws in order to see how well you can drink.
Okay.
Okay.
During the stop
Stop it.
playing
Stop it.
Sicarius's belly like a drum.
My God.
Jesus Christ. All right. So to start us off, we'll do our first round of drinks. So V and Oksana, go ahead and make Constitution saving throws for me.
Oh wait, I need my good dice for this. Oh.
17.
I rolled a nat 1.
Way to
Okay.
start.
My good dice too. What the fuck?
Okay.
Well, that's
as,
a 3 in case you want to take that into consideration.
No, I don't. As Oksana and V cheers the two jugs, they both tip them back, leaning their head backs, allowing the ale to pour down into their bellies. As they finish off, Oksana puts hers down with a smile, look of confidence on her face. She wipes off her chin. As V puts hers down, her one eye is already slightly twitching. You've lost 2 lives on a natural one.
It's like a saving throw.
It's fine, all right. It's fine. This is how I get started.
Well, this
She
gonna
is
last very-
very much in the bag already. Okay.
Everyone remember, drink responsibly.
Yeah.
It's turning into a
Listen,
Hawks and
are you
Dragons
ready?
episode.
We have a place to stay. We're very safe. Okay.
We're doing a heist later. Maybe, potentially. Okay. Are you ready for the next round? And I'll like shake her a little bit and try to keep eye contact with her. Fuck around with her a little bit.
V, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
That is a 14.
Okay. As you're shooken back and forth, it's hard to tell out of the 3 Oksanas that you're seeing in front of you at this point, which one is shaking you. But you're still fired up for some reason to continue on with this drinking contest. Okay.
You
next.
also see that Grimoire is mooning you.
Thank you for the show, Grimoire.
You're gonna lose. I told you.
It's impossible
I-
for me to lose. She'll look at one of the versions of Oksana that isn't actually Oksana, and she'll just say, "I was born ready for this drink contest."
Okay.
Of course you were. I
The-
chug it. and I
The
rolled a
AC
12.
is set by the winner, so the DC is set by the winner, so DC 17. Go ahead. Constitution saving throws.
I rolled a fucking 2.
I had a 12.
Okay. As you both once again tip your heads back, allowing the ale to pour down. Oksana, you bring your jug down, letting off a bit of a belch. You are starting to feel it, but you can still hold your own at this part. Unfortunately, V does not put her jug down as she falls back over top of her stool. You all watch as the jug falls to her side as she's practically unconscious with a giant smile on her face, periodically laughing and hiccuping at the same time.
I'm ready for the heist.
You see some berries with
Yells
Bobo
at-
all over again.
Oksana will point and laugh obnoxiously.
Oksana, I think what we learned today is that we both won.
That is the opposite of what happened. And I'll like pick her up. I have to pee. Do you want to go to the bathroom with me? This is how girls bond, okay? She's trying.
Yeah.
Yes, why not? Let's go to the bathroom together.
Okay. Each taking V by the arm, Oksana, the two of you walk closer to the back room, past the stairs, and just outside.
Oh, I go outside.
Yeah, I know.
I go outside.
Yeah. So the two of you go outside, and V begins to drag you over to the single outhouse that looks more like one of those, festival bathrooms, but wooden. As she pulls you into it in a very tight space. You guys
What are
are...
you doing in here?
This is the
I step back
bathroom.
outside.
Oh.
I step back outside, and she lifts her leg and she pees on the outhouse.
Oh my god, I thought you're gonna say on V. I was like, what the fuck?
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
It's like I'm not ready for this role play.
No, I go outside. She's from the woods, guys. She's not like a civilized person.
Never used a specific room to. I keep forgetting I'm drunk. To pee in.
No.
As
Why?
V sits on, well, tries her best not to fall off the loo. Oksana seems to be marking her territory on the side of it all.
Roll for piss accuracy.
Dexterity check.
Sana, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What's the one thing you want the most in life?
My family back. What about you? She doesn't like, I know it's like a really real serious deep answer, but it doesn't hit that note with her. It's just very matter of fact. And then she just like very casually, what about you?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I want.
Well, what is the one thing you want the most? Come on, you asked me question, I gave you answer. What about you?
Maybe like I'm trying to, it's very layered being drunk, V. Maybe like real companionship.
You
know?
mean like friends? Like a tribe?
Yes, a tribe. That is what I want.
Well, it seems you are on your way.
Well, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know about this group. I mean, Tristan, he seems to get a lot of pleasure out of doing mean things to us. And I don't know. I think Grimor hates me, to be honest. And Sigarius is grumbly towards me all the time. And you did punch me a lot of times.
Well, you deserved it every time. That is what friends do. Okay, I'll help her like off the toilet. Start wobbling back to the table.
Oksana.
Yes.
Can you give me a piggyback?
Yes, no problem. And I assume like squat position.
All right, V will
Like a mini Olympic.
very poorly jump onto Oksana's back.
Okay.
Like, readjust her.
As Oksana, you stand up, now piggybacking your friend, walking through the establishment. V, you take 3 points of damage as your head banks off the very top of the archway.
Oh, sorry.
Low bridge.
Oksana, we just talked about this. Did I deserve it this time?
It was accident. Stop complaining, and I'll sit her down.
Okay. Back at the table, Oksana plops V down for but a brief moment before you watch as she slowly tips over, falling once again off the bar stool onto the floor.
It's much better down here. It's cooler.
Oh my god.
I'm feeling hot. In both ways.
Oh, God.
Okay, time for bed.
Somebody make sure to wake me up for the heist or I'll be very mad.
Well, if you keep talking about it so loud, there will be no heist. I'm gonna pick up some bread, like an armful of bread, and then I'm gonna take her underneath my other arm and walk her upstairs.
She's She's like the roommate holding the other roommate's hair back right now.
Christ. So, as
Man, that looked like they really got some good bonding in there. If only I had known.
Yes.
Hey, Basil, Zakari, do you want to help me pee?
I don't think it works like that.
Yes, I think that's perhaps a
Wait,
cultural
did you
thing.
say yes? You want to?
No, I was going to say I'm not. It's not that I'm bothered by it because I mean, to be frank, Grimo, you can pull your pants up anytime now. But I just don't think that's how we should. Yeah, I don't think that's how we should bond. I think perhaps there are other methods rather than the voiding of the bowels, which, as we have discussed previously, I don't void.
yeah, does Basil even know how? Don't answer that.
I've seen pictures,
I hate
biology
everything.
books in the library.
So do you have some idea of what it is we should be bonding over? Like,
Well, once upon a time, it was said that fitness was a means of bonding where people would gather at a gaim and lift. I'm not sure what, but that was apparently a male bonding ritual that I read about. Perhaps I could lift you.
so we're gonna lift each other.
Maybe.
Good plan. And this will bring us closer together.
Well, I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Shit,
Please.
man, I'm game.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to Greenmore and I'm gonna grab him like by the hips and say, "Is this too low, or should it be under the arms?"
under the armpit and sort of where this socket is right over here.
Okay, yep, just here. I don't want to be weird. Okay, okay. And up
Yes,
we go.
As soon as he lifts him up, his pants fall down again.
I see you two are bonding.
Just looking at his bare ass.
I definitely feel close to you.
I feel exposed.
I feel vulnerable.
I'd like to be put down now.
Put it down.
And hopefully you had the time of your life.
I was gonna say I thought we were gonna do the dirty dancing scene. I was ready for that too. But...
It was the dirty something scene.
Coria
Pulls
still
his
needs
pants
to be
up.
lifted. I think someone should dirty
I-
dance.
He's already
Alright.
played me like a drum. I think that we're past that lift.
Very
no,
true.
No, he already got to do his lifting. Come here, big guy.
I really doubt Basil can
Yeah,
lift
just
me up.
run at me, jump, and I'll.
Do you have any idea how much I've carried you throughout the last few weeks?
Oh, you've dragged me. You've never lifted me or carried me. There's a
Let me
difference.
show him how it's done. I got it. All
Yeah,
right.
yep. I believe in you, Grimo.
You wait.
I'm gonna
Who are
hold-
you gonna try to catch?
You.
Me.
Yeah, you're what, like
Do you-
130, 140?
No. I may well. I weigh like 10 times as much as you. I'll crush you.
Oh, no, see, 'cause I'm extremely powerful. I think I've
All
proven
right.
Very true.
myself time and time again. Would you just trust me into it? I feel like I got this.
You want me to run and jump at you?
That's correct.
If you get
There are
hurt, you tell Oksana it was not my fault.
I understand.
Fuck it.
All right, so
All
let me
right.
hold on. Let me get this
Here,
straight.
Here, let me hold your weapons here. I'll
So let me get this straight.
Yes.
Oksana just carried up like a barrel of booze with a ton of bread in her other arm.
Uh-huh.
Basil just picked you up as your pants fell down, and now you're going to try and lift Sicarius above your head.
Correct.
And we
You're
cannot
trying to
stress
catch me
enough.
as I try to jump.
Yeah, but we cannot stress enough that Grimo has not put on his pants again.
I
Bill, in fact, he kicks him off to the side because he knows it's going to get in the way. So he just like fully takes his pants off.
The rest of the series, he's just Donald Ducking this, like the whole.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say make a modesty check, but fuck's sakes. All right, let's see how this
I'm
goes.
gonna do one of those trust falls. I'm just gonna like.
Are you trust
Stop
falling
him.
or are you like lunging
I'll
towards
just do a
him?
trust fall. I'm not gonna actually jump on him.
Okay, fair enough.
I know that. I know he can't catch me, but I'll at least not give him the opportunity to try to stop me from falling on him.
Strength is my highest stat, man.
Oh
Just
god.
kidding. It's not.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Sicarius, you turn your back to Grimoire, specifically,
man.
mostly because he just took his pants off for this entire thing. Grimoire, you try and brace yourself as this is going to happen. I don't even fucking know, man. Sicarius,
This is gonna hurt me.
make I don't even know what the hell this is. Grimoire, just make a strength saving throw for me.
Strength saving throw. That makes it sound like I'm in trouble.
You are in
Negative
trouble.
-1 for me. 13.
13. You watch as a shadow begins to cast over top of you, as the large, bulky paladin, wearing heavy armor, lets himself go. And like Barbara Streisand with wind beneath his wings, he begins to tip backwards. You throw your hands up, trying to catch him. Hand, right. Because you only have
God.
one hand in order to lift someone.
I can re-roll at
Sicarius,
disadvantage if you'd like.
no,
I
it's fine.
15 and my gear's 126 pounds. Almost.
Oh, I know. I know.
But also,
I
to be
weigh
fair, Grimo does have a
roughly-
built-in tripod.
I weigh roughly 45 to 50.
Okay. So, as Sicarius, you fall back, you feel your head hit the wood of the floor behind it as a little squeaking noise is made underneath you. Grimoire, you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
What? Wow. Why has Sicarius been trying to hit people? Why didn't he just fall on them?
Also, thank you for this firestorm. Thank you. I've needed this.
And Sicarius is gonna quickly roll off. I don't think that went as planned. But
I think I definitely
do you feel
softened
closer now? Do you feel we bonded?
I mean, I can't feel much of anything right now.
Basil, as you look at the back of Sicarius, you see little points of, like, tufts of fur. Beautiful white fur, like, stuck to Sicarius's armor.
I got a little
I'll-
imprint of a battle. or whatever.
Yeah, I'll just peel some of that off. Just here, let me get that for you. Just, ugh.
Sorry,
It's really on there.
shedding season.
Great job
I'll
bonding,
wear
guys.
it like a badge
Wow.
of honor.
Well, this has been a horrible time.
As you
So
say
are you-
this, Jerry walks around the corner. Oh, one last thing, guys. He looks at the scene in front of him.
What's on the floor? Hey,
My
Yeah.
pants over there, just fucking bottomless, looking hurt.
As Basil continues to pick tufts of white fur out of Sicarius's armor, throwing it to the side. Oh no, as he turns back and heads back towards the kitchen.
I wonder what he wanted.
I don't know. It looked important.
Probably. But, I mean, I want to just go on record and say that we probably shouldn't be taking my advice on how to make friends. I realize this far too late, that I am probably not the best person to ask about bonding rituals.
Well,
I'm going to try and...
Well, to
I'm
be
gonna
honest,
try
I
and put
haven't
some of the
really
fur-
bonded with many people myself, so who knows? Maybe this will help us come together a little bit better.
Aw.
So you're saying we should try again?
Maybe
Next
not
time,
tonight.
brace yourself a little bit, and we'll try it differently.
Yes, and maybe lower your center of gravity. That could.
Yes, we'll do it better next time.
I'll consider that.
So, are we going to get some rest before we do a heist, or are we going to go get the other two and do it once the Birdman goes to sleep?
Honestly, I don't even know what the fuck is going on anymore.
Well, I
You and me
think
both,
perhaps some rest for now, and I'll keep an eye on when the Birdman goes to bed and wake one of you up when he does.
But you don't sleep either?
No, I sleep. I don't need to necessarily, because I'm not going on the heist. I don't necessarily need to.
You're not going?
I can sleep. No, God, no. What am I going to do?
I don't know.
See? Yeah.
Jump on it like you did the other one. I don't know.
Lessons were learned that day,
You could put people
earlier
to
today.
sleep. That
Well,
seems
if
like-
you can put the Birdman to sleep, can't you put the ooze to sleep?
Well, once the Birdman's asleep, then I can go to sleep myself. He's not going to wake up unless someone slaps him.
What? So it's like forever?
No. Just like hours.
Like how many hours will we have once he's out?
I mean, provided he's not attacked or anything, just however much as a regular sleep. So 6 to 8 hours, maybe.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to go to my room. It was nice bonding with you, Grimor. Hopefully,
Likewise.
hopefully you recover soon.
Hey, good night's rest will do me some good. He'll just head down, kind of with a little bit of a limp, grab his pants, naked and defeated. Just gonna walk up to his room.
That's what I should have named this. That's what the episode name should have been. Naked and Defeated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah.
So are you guys all headed upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do we have
does
our own
that.
rooms?
Yeah,
You do?
6
Yep.
keys.
Thank
Sweet.
God.
I'll take the room next to the tavern key, or closest to the tavern owner if I can.
As you begin to walk up the stairs, Jerry turns the corner once more. I remembered what I was going to say to you folk. Just so you're aware, I don't usually sleep in the tavern. My home is right across the street. If you need anything, any kind of emergency, anything along those lines, let me know. You can find me over there. I mean, you're all more than capable of adventurers, fighters, warriors. I don't know what to call you. But you did great. So if you need anything, I'll be next door.
Are you calling it the night then?
Shortly, yeah. I'm going to take
Thank
a
you
bit
for
more
your hospitality.
inventory. Well, it's a pleasure, I'm sure. Somewhere.
Well, have a good sleep, and we'll see you in the morning, Jerry.
Of course. We'll see you in the morning. Morning! As he turns and starts walking back towards the bar rail. All right, as you all head up to your individual rooms, you can hear loud snoring from 2 of the rooms at this point. Each of you find your distinct rooms and enter in for the night. Is there anything anybody else would like to do for the evening?
I just wanted to specify that Oksana has tucked V in, like a little child, and put bread beside her bed and some water before going to her own room and passing out.
True MVP.
Yeah.
Yep, real MVP.
Now that's bonding. See, you guys should have peed together.
Yeah.
I was
We
my
wrestled.
suggestion, man.
Look, I tried.
Hey, it was wrestling. Guys like wrestling.
And lifting.
Next time I lift you.
Is there anything else you want to do for the rest of the evening?
Let's get some rest.
I'll do some push-ups.
Oh, everyone's telling me to go
One.
for the music box.
I'll do a push-up.
Okay.
I mean, she's like unconscious fully.
That just feels
Seems
wrong.
like a good
Yeah.
opportunity.
It's not
Once you say
going
it
for
like
the
that,
music
I
box.
mean,
No, he's gonna rub some ointment on his ass and head in for the night.
Okay.
Why?
Why you gotta say it like that?
Because he hurt his ass.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, guys.
What are you guys
Our bad.
talking about?
Our bad.
Yeah.
All right. So, each of you bed down for the evening and find a decent night's rest. All of you can go ahead and mark down a long rest.
Sweet. Wait, we didn't do the heist?
No, the thing that you talked about the entire time? Yeah, no. You from what I'm hearing, no, you didn't do that at all.
What?
No.
No one woke us up?
We all just passed out.
Also, what heist are you talking about?
I have no idea what
Going into the
heist they're
cellar.
talking about. They kept
Oh,
talking
I
about
wanted
a
to go into
heist,
the cellar. Into the cellar. I want to like.
but
sneak
we
into the
weren't
cellar.
going in there to steal anything. So
Oh.
I don't know why y'all
No, I don't
started
know.
calling it a heist.
I wanted to go snoop around in there. That's whatever. I'll do it in the
And
morning.
Oksana
Right.
says she was entitled to it all, so I mean, we might be stealing stuff.
I was entitled to knowing what it was.
Why Greenmore decided not to do it in the first place is because it seemed like no one understood what was happening.
Oh.
Honestly, Basil kind of charged himself with the task of waking people up for the heist, based on like the owner like going to sleep. But seeing as he went across the road, he kind of just presumed that Greenmore and Sicarius would like, yeah, all right, you guys, just whatever, it's all good, and just went to bed.
Yeah, but he didn't leave immediately.
Yeah, but like, I mean, he's gonna leave any second now. Like, you can wake up any time and do it.
You could have at least come back and knocked.
You don't
and
need a
okay, he's
lookout.
gone.
Oh my god.
Like I said, Basil made a lot of assumptions. And went to bed.
Cool. Okay. Well,
We are not good at our job.
Somebody just check. Why are you?
well, okay.
I'm
So
asleep.
I all right, we're going to go
night
ahead.
rest.
Yeah. And with that said, we are going to take a short rest for the evening. So I can
We have a lot of questions to ask ourselves.
we have a lot of
What
don't
is our
worry about
name?
don't worry about asking questions on chat because there's a lot of life questions that my players have to ask themselves right now. Most of it being centered around why. No, I'm just kidding. If you do have any questions, I see a lot of first-time chatters in here. Welcome in, everybody. I'm sorry for what you're watching. Happy Valentine's Day to each and every one of you. We're going to take a very quick rest, a short break, bio break for the evening. I can't even think anymore at this point. Yeah, you had one job. Thanks. I totally get it. We're going to take a very short bio break, 5 minutes or so. If you do have questions about myself, the game, the players, life, the universe, or anything inside of it, throw them down in chat. We typically go over those when we come back from break. But with that said, I beg you all to go get yourself an ale, whiskey, I can't think of anything that's not inappropriate to say after what we just
Urine.
witnessed. No, we're not doing any of that. And we will be back in a few short moments. So stick around because who knows why. We'll see you on the other side, guys.
Fair.
And we are
Last
back,
song.
ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Raina, do you want to do your announcement now? Here, we'll do that now.
Okay. So everybody, guess what happened while we were on break? We are officially one sub away on YouTube from 3,000 followers, subscribers. So if you're not subscribed to Careful Cantrip on YouTube, go now so that we can hit the 3,000 mark and celebrate tonight on Valentine's Day.
If you
If
guys
you
sure to
are
come back.
subscribed, unsubscribe now.
if you guys have been enthralled with the quality content that we've put out there tonight, go ahead and head on over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. We did have a few questions while we were on break. I'm afraid to read these right now. Question for Oksana. God damn it, Mojo. Since you peed with your leg up, did you also have an adopted family you didn't know about since bears would squat to pee? Maybe you're part wolf? Question mark.
Not this bear. That's my answer.
Cool. Great answer.
This bear does not squat to pee.
Fantastic. Question for Dave. Are you okay? OG, you know, they said to me, be a DM. It's a lot of fun. You get to write a cool story, have good times with your friends, maybe have an ale or two while you're doing it. It'll be a fun adventure for everyone. And here we are. So I'm doing great. Fantastic. With the subject of this episode so far, I can't think of any appropriate questions except, how are you holding up, Dave? Red. You know those times in life where you're in a position and you're not really sure how you got there. And you are swarmed with fear and regret. Very similar feeling. And I think that might be all of the questions that we have. Friends don't let friends be dungeon masters. Fair question. Question for Dave. Do we level up? No. There's absolutely... You guys lose a level after your time in the tavern. That's how it's going. That's how it's going for you right now. You guys are now at level 3.5. I'm going to DoorDash you some tequila shots for stream. You need it. Fair. Very true. Very, very true. Okay. Where is the Crimmy bartender? Crimson, you don't want to be involved in this. Trust me. You came in a little bit later. I saw you don't want to be a part of this. Anyway, with that said, we're going to go ahead and jump back into tonight's episode. Someone say something so I know that you guys are... Your mics are hot?
Hello?
Hello.
Cool.
Yeah,
hi. Okay. So, with that said... Dave has a new career herding cats. Yeah, tell me about it. The following morning, you awake feeling refreshed, feeling good about all the chaos that you've caused, knowing that the universe at any point in time could kill you. You're thankful for the day. And maybe the night if you make it there. All but V.
Oh.
V, you wake up the next morning. You're not sure why, but you're surrounded by a cornucopia of bread. You rise up within the bed, suddenly feeling the immense headache that drowns out nearly everything. You suffer 1 point of exhaustion.
It's totally fair. Oh boy. Oh, says V. She'll fashion a hood out of her weird cape thing that Bobby made up, and she'll put it on like this.
Fantastic.
She'll go downstairs.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
I'll head downstairs.
Head downstairs, see if Birdman's there yet for breakfast.
Okay.
likewise.
Same.
But you don't eat.
As you all make your way downstairs, some of you in better shape than others, you first take note of V, who has her head down on the bar rail proper. And you see the friendly face of Jerry, with a strange beaked smile across his face. Good morning to you all. How's everyone doing tonight? Did you sleep well?
You're talking too loud.
Oh boy, this one.
I slept fine, thank you.
Slept very good. It's been
The
a
beds
while
are
since
very
we've had
comfortable, Jerry.
a nice, comfortable bed to sleep on.
Very good. Very good. Well, I suppose y'all want some breakfast, which I can start up shortly for you. Is there anything else I can do for you for the day? I'm assuming that things will pick up relatively quickly around here once word gets out that the crowbar's open again.
I think V here might need some hair of the dog that bit her, so to speak.
Yes. Any
You were bitten by a
hangover?
dog?
It's an expression. I'll be honest, I thought Oksana was gonna ask that question.
I'm sorry, I'm not listening. I'm too hungry.
It makes sense.
No dogs bit me. Just, a headache. If there's anything you have that can help with that, that'd be nice.
Might be able to something to whip you up for you.
We may have some questions, right? Basil? We have questions?
Do we? I mean,
We have
questions on why you do not want us to go down into your cellar, which your door is clearly underneath the rug. That
Alright.
question?
That's putting it bluntly.
Very.
A look of surprise braces over his face. Surely I don't know what you mean. I'll go get you some breakfast now.
Now, Jerry.
You obviously know what we're talking about.
Jerry, I decided, against my better judgment, not to just go peering in there late at night. Because you are Kenku brother and all. But I think you should just be honest and open with us here.
Mm.
You know, we all have our secrets.
All right. If you must know, this tavern's been in my family for many years. My grandfather's grandfather's grandfather opened this place. It was predominantly an bird person like bar. Arakakras, owlins, kenkus, hekakras always used to visit here, as you can probably tell by some of the pictures on the walls. But, of course, after the horrible devastation of the aviation flu, most of us were wiped out. But
It's real nice laughing at genocide, guys.
Let him finish.
we are all a proud people. And we like to display it from time to time. Well, my grandfather, he opened up the basement as a form of testing and challenges to the other Kenku and folks like us. It was known as the Kakra Fighting Ring. Only the mightiest of wing warriors would step down there to show true strength. Well, that type of thing was outlawed many, many years ago. So, it doesn't do much now. More or less just a reminder of the past. Mostly collecting dust.
And why hide it?
Well, like I said, the guards, they don't take too kindly to fighting pits. So if you could keep it between us.
No secret's safe with me.
All right.
I mean, I don't understand. If two willing contestants want to challenge each other, there should be no problem.
That's how I see it as well, my friend, but rules are rules.
All right.
Well, now that that's somewhat settled, we should probably also point out that after defeating those security measures, a gelatinous blob seeped its way down below your establishment.
Well, I mean, as long as there's no one else in the tavern, you're more than welcome to go down there and check it out. I have nothing to hide from you at this point.
We should make sure you're safe.
Yeah, job half done ain't done, is it?
Whatever he
yes.
said.
If you don't mind, we will go down there and make sure that this ooze thing is not continuously living down there, so that way the rest of your patrons will not be harmed by this thing.
Aye. Just anything that's down there. It does hold some sentimental value to me. So if you wouldn't mind, don't break anything or move too many things around. I mean, you can search around, doing whatever you need to do. Just
Handle with care.
Aye.
Got
Thank you. Out of respect, I'd appreciate
Sorry,
that.
Oksana.
Yes, I was going to say this sounds like bull in China shop situation. Perhaps I will wait up here.
You don't have to worry about it. There's nothing specific too valuable or anything in terms of the open markets. But there are a few commemorative things down there. Mostly from my great-great-great-great-grandfather.
All right.
Well, if you are sure, I will come.
We'll be extra careful. But we do want to make sure that this little thing that we saw go underneath is no longer a threat.
It's all right by me.
Yes.
But again, you can use it at your leisure. You can do whatever you want with it. The heirlooms, be careful of. Or just move it out of the way. Otherwise, free for you guys to use.
That's fantastic. Well, no time like the present, huh?
Yes, let's do this quickly so that we can get that other.
What?
The
Yes, we
dog.
can go down while you prepare a breakfast. It shouldn't take too long.
Aye. All right then. Well, and he kicks the carpet over to one side. Guess I'll be on my way then. As he begins to leave the bar area and make his way back to the back room kitchen once more.
I guess all we had to do was ask.
Yeah, well, you see, sometimes it's just that easy.
Walk over to the back there and lift the door up.
Okay.
If that's the way it goes. I'm assuming he pulls up.
Yeah. As you pull it up, you immediately get a waft of the stale air and dust. It's clear that this has not been a place that a lot of people have visited in many, many years.
Is it completely dark down there, or is there like some type of light seeping through?
You can tell the lighting is relatively dim. There seems to be, through the cracks of the floorboard, some light leaking in, but otherwise very difficult to see down there. Not complete pitch darkness, but like walking into a basement with a very small cellar window.
I will cast light so
Okay.
we can have some light while we go down there.
Okay.
And I will lead the way in.
Okay. As the light flares around Sicarius, he begins to make his way down there. I'm assuming the rest are following? Okay.
Yeah,
Duh.
be in the back. She's going so slow.
It's bright light.
Well, if it's all the same to everyone, I might stay up here in case it tries to back up.
All right.
Yeah, you know the code word.
Ah, it's got my leg.
No, throat punch, Basil.
Oh, throat punch. You're right. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember now. Steel
Just
trap.
jump on it. That seems to work.
Okay. Save for Sicaria, or for Basil. The rest of you begin to make your way down into the cellar proper.
Uh-oh.
What? Oh, pull.
It's pulling up a combat map.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Music change. Music change? I don't know what's
No.
happening.
No, I was just getting you guys off my other screen.
He doesn't want to look at us.
Oh.
I gotta see my notes, okay? As you make your way down the rickety wooden ladder, half staircase into the cellar down below, you can see many dust particles flying through the air. As you take a look at the wide open space, you can see it covers the vast majority of the layout of the tavern upstairs. Directly in the center of the room, you can see carved into the stone a very large ring, roughly about 30 feet in diameter. You can see a number of very old feathers of a variety of different colors that seem to be resting in various places throughout the floor. And on the far back wall away from you, you can see a number of items that seem to be resting on a large armoire, if you will, or cabinet. Not much else at first glance down there.
Okay.
Well, we
Wasn't-
probably should have brought Basil because he's the one who saw the thing fall. We could
I
start
mean-
looking in that place.
You could
No,
just
I
have
mean,
Can I
Spread
still hear them
out.
from up top?
While their voices are relatively muffled, you can make out at least the sound of their voices. Difficult for you to fully hear.
Okay.
If you want to go ahead and make a perception check, just to see how well your hearing is.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
But I will walk over to where it went down and just like sort of that's generally where I imagine if it's gone down there, it might come up the same way.
Okay. You hear from those that are down in the cellar. You can hear the creaking of the floorboards as Basil walks across them. A little bit of dust now falling down from the rafters above. You can hear him stop directly over a certain spot. As you begin to look around in that area, again, nothing seems too out of place.
Perhaps there is some kind of drain. It went down. Oksana will start to kind of carefully look at the floor for grates or
Okay.
pipes
Make,
or anything that.
Make an investigation check for me.
I'll try to focus the light closer to where she's looking,
9.
like kind of like holding a flashlight in a way.
Okay. Oksana, roll with advantage for me as Sicarius is helping you at this moment.
11.
11.
I'm -1.
As you begin to kind of examine the floor around that particular area, you don't see any kind of grates or anything along those lines. However, as you look upward, you can see closer to the wall. And right where the floor meets the wall, you see a large crack in the foundation.
You guys, there is hole here.
Maybe
Is there any kind of like ooze around it?
It's a-
Maybe I shouldn't look. Grimoire!
just stick
Yeah.
the finger in.
Yeah,
If
let me
it's easy.
take a gander over here. Kramer will give it a closer eye.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me. Again, with advantage because Sicarius is still shining the light in that area.
That is 17.
17. As you begin to examine the area a little bit closer, you do see what looks like tiny little slime trails. Very similar to the look of a snail trail, just a little bit larger. And you can see that the snail-like, well, slime-like residue seems to coat some of the rough rocks that make up parts of the crack on either side.
Good eye, Oxy. Seems our slippery little friend came through this crevice here.
Then why don't we just patch the hole since it seems to have left?
Does it seem like it runs into like the wall, or
It
is there any
looks,
way to-
yeah, so based on the crack itself, it seems to be more on the floor than that of the wall. You would assume that it disappeared down into that crack, a little bit further into the ground underneath.
I don't have anything to repair that, but we could let shoot, what is the crow man?
Jerry. His name is Jerry.
Jerry. Right, Jerry. Oh, there goes my pen.
You're still drunk.
Initial. Yes. I forgot what I was saying, but
Let Jerry
yeah.
know that
Just
it's
let
there.
him
and
know.
then
yes, and then
have
he
him
can
patch it.
Yes, because I don't have cement or anything like that. I have candle wax, but that won't hold very long.
Yes,
Why do you
let's
have
let him
candle
know.
wax?
It's in my fucking bag. It was in. I just carry it.
You
Just-
kinky little minx.
Can I sort of walk the perimeter of the room to see if there are any other like holes with
Okay.
Sicarius?
Sure.
I will follow. Yeah.
As you begin to walk around the perimeter, you don't see any other cracks. Otherwise, it's a very well-kept fighting ring.
Okay, just the one.
You do
Some
see some scratch marks actually in the ring itself, but more of them kind of talon-based. From what you've seen from the Kenku, most likely just from the combatants. Not very deep at all.
Must be a
Seems
good way
like
to make
it's-
some money.
It would be fun to watch too. Seems like he had a good little establishment. It is a shame he cannot run it anymore.
Or can he?
Yeah.
I can participate.
As you guys stand in the center of the ring, suddenly you feel a warm breeze seem to circle around you almost.
3 more.
Sorry.
And as quickly as it comes, it fades.
Well,
What was that?
weird. Yes, that was weird.
There's a breeze down here. Is there a window?
There is no windows.
I have a feeling.
Or maybe it came from up top and came down.
I don't know. Sicarius, can you move that wardrobe real quick? I have a
Wardrobe.
theory.
All right, I'll head over
The
to
armoire right over
the
there.
armoire and see if I can gently, trying really hard not to break it.
Very
push it down.
gently. He was very clear about that.
Well, Roxana, give me a hand. The two of us will easily move this.
Okay. And she'll head over and crack her neck.
There are 3 items that seem to be propped up on the armoire.
Or we can put those gently
Yeah,
down. before
remove
we
those
move it.
gently first.
Okay.
Yes.
Go.
Okay.
We will clear it off gently.
Okay. You just see what looks to be a beautiful sword that rests over top of one. It seems to be resting almost like one of those sword holder things as you push it off to the side.
Sword.
a beautiful orange and red belt that seems to be that of an indicated warrior, as once again you put it off to the side. The last, a framed set of beads. Like that of a necklace.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Papa!
Seems like you learned how to...
damn sword. Just kidding.
Too bad we can't meta, so we're like, okay, get these shit out of their way.
Seems like Pavo maybe wasn't as monkly as he seemed.
He enjoyed combat.
I like that.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but underground cockfighting.
I had a monastery to run, damn it. That takes money.
I'm not judging.
As you move the items over to the side, you push the armoire over a little bit more. What are we looking for?
Something behind it, like a doorway.
I was thinking there might be a tunnel or like something
Like where
along
this-
those lines. So it would have been obvious what I was looking for. So
Okay. As you look around on the wall at the back, there doesn't seem to be any cracks, doors, holes.
Hmm.
Well, it's a good theory.
can you feel the breeze there? Like if you
Oh, let's
wave
start
your
pushing on the
naked
wall.
hand over it.
You kind of start waving your hand over top. There doesn't seem to be any entrance or exits.
Hmm.
All right. Well, it was a good theory.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, he did say be careful, so do you want to help me move this back now? I'm trying to move the armor back.
yeah, I got you.
Pushing all of the items back, putting them properly back on top of the shelves.
Playing with the sword real quick.
Can
And then
Can
put
I can I use my navigational sailing knowledge to try and figure out where the wind is coming from?
So
Something
you're going
about
and doing
tripping
this?
up.
Feeling
I
which
mean,
one?
I
Something
mean,
about tripping
like,
up on the word knowledge.
well, I don't know how to describe it. I'm not a sailor in real life, but I feel like people who like set sail and they use the wind to their advantage know very easily how to read which way it's coming from, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Which
no.
way is my beautiful hair flowing? And we can go the opposite direction.
Okay, it's not that heavy of a wind,
Oh,
guys.
okay.
It's a warm breeze, okay? V, you attempt to find the source. Looking at all of the various areas of the room, you can't make heads or tails of it until there is another waft of warm air. Looking over, you see Pavo now swinging the sword around. Or sorry, Sicarius swinging the sword around.
I'm like, shit, he just manifest. We're dead.
Okay.
And you feel the warm breeze emanating off of it.
Oh, Sicarius. Me being an expertise in winds. The sword. It's coming from the sword.
I feel the blade. Does it feel warm?
As you unsheath the sword, you immediately feel the heat now coming off of it. As you continue to look it over, you hear a voice from behind you. That doesn't belong to you. Immediately turning and spinning, you're shocked to see the apparition of a colorful Aarakocra standing directly in the center of the fighting ring.
It is Pavo shit. Little taken back, shocked, staring at the sword, looking at this thing. Just looking at it, my friend. No harm, no foul.
He stands
Backing up, still holding on to it.
with arms crossed, a very sullen look on his face. I suggest putting that down.
Well, what? What are you going to do? You're just an apparition right now.
Maybe don't poke at the ghost. Is anyone else freaked out right now?
I have never been in haunted birdhouse before.
V, as you say this, you continue to make eye contact with the apparition directly in front of you. You see it blur, almost like a glitch, for a moment, before you find yourself directly on your ass.
Didn't like my other character, doesn't like this one. Nothing's changed.
Did we like see it just glitch or did it move?
You would have just seen it glitch.
Oh, so we didn't actually see that. So all we see is V fall.
Correct.
People just say, come on, I have a massive hangover. Do we really need to do this right now?
No need. And I'll put the sword back in the sheath and walk over to Armor. And as I'm staring at him, see, no harm, no foul, Birdman.
His demeanor doesn't change in the slightest. Arms still crossed. You are all poor warriors.
No.
Untrained,
Even though.
undisciplined.
God, did I sound like that?
Listen, my friend, take it easy, huh? We are just trying to help Jerry upstairs. He has a leak in his cellar.
My ancestors can take care of themselves.
I mean, apparently they can't, because we had to defeat the monster in here. We are here to help.
You defeated monsters?
Yes.
It is because of us this establishment is back open.
Who is the strongest of you?
That would
Me,
be
probably.
That would be me.
I
We have a problem in this group.
He looks to his Oksana. Care to put that to the test?
Sure. I mean, I just had long rest. Would be shame to. But I guess so. I can never turn down a fight.
Then by all means, come join me as he motions to the center of the circle.
Sicarius, are you sure you don't? I feel for some reason compelled to also offer you the opportunity.
Apparently he thinks you're the strongest, so go prove
Okay.
it.
Okay,
I will
she'll
watch
go.
amusement.
Are you sure about this, Oxy?
I mean, after all,
traditionally, from what I understand about ghosts, is you can't physically hit them.
I can't. Grimoire, I can't say no. The guy wants to fight.
Right? I mean, it's a simple way to live, and I respect it.
You will cheer me on, yes?
I absolutely will, yes.
And she'll
I'll
give a
cheer
little
you.
props.
Woo! Woo! Go Oksana!
Creamer will
the
help
coochie.
V up.
Oh,
Straight to the ground.
All right, Oksana. Show this creature what you're made of.
All right.
Throw punch it.
As you enter into the ring proper, I need you to go ahead, Oksana, and roll initiative for me, please.
I'm kind of torn. I kind
Got
of want to
some
win.
1v1 action going down.
That is going to be a 14.
Oh, he has that beat. Just kidding.
Okay.
I feel like
Fuck
Dave
you,
just-
Rob.
I feel like Dave wanted to do this because he can finally use Stunning Strike himself on us. Damon.
Do you have
Admit it,
the
Dave.
old Pavo's character sheet?
I do.
Awesome.
Oh no!
We'll see how this goes for you, Oksana.
whatever. Eli got his ass kicked by Pavo, so.
Pretty badly too.
You rolled a 13, you
11.
said?
I rolled a 14.
14. That does not beat my 23.
All right, well.
As the apparition of the Aarakocra crouches down into a specific stance, with lightning quick accuracy, he flies towards you. Does a 21 hit?
Sure does.
Okay. He hits off a barrage of kicks and punches towards you.
All right, Oxy, give him hell. Oh shit.
That's going to be 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and use a key point for a flurry of blows.
Hearing that.
He gets naturally 2 before you even have to do that.
Don't help him beat.
Just say he gets up to 4 attacks.
So
Shut up, Rob.
that is going to be a natural 20 as well as a 24.
Ooh! Guys, I'm gonna get one-shotted. I didn't even have time to rage.
And that's 19 points of damage.
Oh, I'm still up. I'm still up.
Okay. I'll burn another key point.
Aw.
For an unarmed strike, that's going to be a 22 to hit, and I need you to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That's a 3, so a 7 on the con save.
Okay. That's another 8 points of damage, and you are now paralyzed.
Oh, great.
Or stunned.
Okay, so that was 8. Okay. All right. No, that's wrong.
So it's your turn again.
It's being weird. There we go. Okay. I think I'm at 4 now, but honestly, my character sheet started. I don't think it matters what
Okay.
I'm at. Yeah.
You're
So
stunned until the end of your turn anyway. It's his turn again.
Okay.
Yeah.
my turn
Yeah.
again.
Oksana will just kind of like she'll get all these hits and then she'll like
Just look at Greenmore. Like,
confused. Like the first time this has ever happened to her, she's so shocked and dismayed.
Without stopping, like lightning fast, you get a barrage of attacks done against you. Immediately, you're suddenly stunned and frozen in spot as the Aarakocra gives a little bit of a smirk towards you. He vanishes from your view for a moment. Suddenly, you feel a loud kick, or feel the impact of a heavy kick towards your back, which is going to be a 23 to hit.
It's also critical hit because she's paralyzed, right?
All right.
So,
why are we all helping
At advantage.
I'm just,
him beat our friend up?
I'm just
They're
saying.
advantage and they're critical.
He's already a level 11 guy going up against the level.
You all watch as, in almost a slow motion reaction time, Oksana begins to fall over in slow motion as she takes an additional 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
So how does this
Greenmore will
work? Because
attempt to catch
then
her.
I'm dead, obviously.
You're unconscious.
You're just unconscious.
Okay. On my way down, can I whisper throat punch?
Falling down to the ground, you feel Grimoire catch you.
V will immediately healing word. V will cast healing word from across the room. on
Okay.
Roxana.
Feeling the warmth of the healing take you once again, Oksana. Your friends all now huddle around the sides. The individual, the Aarakocra, stands above you, arms crossed once more. No discipline, no defense stance. And you consider yourselves worthy warriors.
Listen, we are still pretty new. Holy shit.
Are you
Yeah,
saying
right,
you're going
Nazi.
to train us?
If your best interests are at heart, if you're here to help with my ancestors, I wouldn't be opposed. If you
we're
wish
here
to
help
train-
him. Yes. Okay, sorry.
If you wish to train, I will train you.
I could learn from a guy like you. I wish to train for sure.
A bit of a strange morning. Wake up, come down here looking for a leak, and have our strongest person get their ass kicked, and then yeah, I mean, I'm game, whatever. Be an apparition.
I typically fight with puns and a rapier, but I suppose there's always something to learn. That strike where you paralyzed Oksana was quite nifty.
Whose
Sorry,
side are
I
you
just-
Ours.
Well, it's not very often. Well, it is a very often we get our asses kicked. So maybe we can get some help here.
That's true. We tend to be on the brink of death every battle we're in.
You all talk very much.
Thank you very much for noticing.
That's what I say.
You remind me of someone.
They sound pretty cool.
If you have time to train, come down here. Call for me.
And how do we do that? What is your name?
Just summon your master. Pavo.
Ah, there it is.
Master Pavo. I like that sound. That's a very nice name.
Okay.
Stop patting yourself on the back.
I'm sure we'll be meeting again. He looks to you all before bowing.
He will bow back.
Grimoire's picking at his teeth.
Oksana will watch everybody else bow and then kind of like also bow.
He'll shake his head as the apparition begins to vanish directly in front of you.
Hey, Basil!
Hey, Oksana.
Oksana
Please,
just
give
got
me
her
your
ass
hand
kicked
real
by a
quick.
ghost.
I'm going to do lay on hands
What?
to heal you 20 points.
Oh, great. Thank you. Amazing.
So, out of game,
Sorry.
just so you guys know, if you ever have any downtime, which you will be receiving over the course of this campaign, one of your options is to visit with Master Pavo to work on additional proficiencies.
Ooh. I like that. That's cool.
So is it we succeed by lasting more than one round?
Only time will tell, my friend.
Okay.
Only time will tell.
I'm honestly just surprised you're going to let us have downtime again.
I don't think we deserve it.
He's regretting it.
Especially after today.
Mhm.
So, if there's weapons that you'd like to train in, fighting styles, anything along those lines, you can train with Master Pavo.
Cool.
Very
Ooh.
cool. All right. Well, shall we go up and warn Jerry to seal the
Yes.
cracks and get Basil and try and get this job before someone else takes it?
Sounds good. And eat.
Maybe we should just take it to go.
Works for me.
All right.
Okay. Heading back upstairs, you find your companion Basil, seemingly having a bit of a chit-chat with the tavern owner, Jerry. Ah, I see you're all back now. Were you able to find anything while you were down there?
We sure did.
We learned a lot about ourselves, and that we lack strength.
And discipline, apparently. And we talk
And
too
also,
much.
there's a ghost downstairs.
No one believes in ghosts. But I'm glad you're able to find yourself down there.
Yes, we also found cracks that you'll need to seal to make sure those oozy things don't come back through. So I don't have cement, only candle wax.
That's good to know. I'll make sure to speak to someone about that.
Give kind of the location of where that hole was, so you could find it easier down there than searching the whole damn basement.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I made you all breakfast. Feel free to help yourselves.
Well, thank you.
Actually, hey, by the way, they great grandfather of yours. What was his name?
Well, he was an odd one. He was originally, well, a bit. Well, someone consider him a lame duck.
Oof. Burn.
But from what I've heard from the stories, was quite the warrior.
Right.
I can tell you he was.
All right.
I'll just come out and say, was his name Pavo? Was that his name?
How did you know that?
Well, like I said, there's a fucking ghost downstairs. It just knocked on his ass within like 3 seconds. It was the quickest thing I've ever seen. Never seen it go down like that before.
You fought a ghost while you were downstairs.
Yeah, I don't
these
think
things
it was
happen all
really
the time.
fighting. It was called an ass kicking.
It was a bit of an ass kicking, I'll admit. but you know,
Sorry, but that's what it was.
strange things happen to us all the time, and it's just the way. I mean, shit. In the last 3 weeks we've known each other, we've been to 2 different planes of existence.
Yes. We
Yeah,
don't
we're
have
fighting ghosts. I mean,
So yes, now ghost kicking our butts. I mean, putting us in our place. I mean, it's all tracks.
I'll go ahead and check that out a little bit later.
All right, let's get some food and let's
Yes.
go. Let's get this job. Make sure that it's ours.
Roxana, are you feeling better now, or are you still a little hurt?
I am good for now.
Okay.
Maybe short rest.
So we'll take our time eating breakfast.
All right. Well, you guys sit down, enjoy a nice breakfast. You can take an hour to take a short rest. Oksana, go ahead and burn as many hit dice as you need to.
By any chance, was Jerry kind of frightened by the story of a ghost in his basement?
Like, I want to
What?
eat too.
I don't think he was necessarily frightened, more just surprised by it all and a little skeptical. You can see that he keeps eyeing the carpet.
I'd like to tell him a story about a telltale heart beating below the floorboards, and back when the avian races undercame the avian flu, the angry, restless spirits of the dead that would often leave the signs of their coughing and hacking from their sore throats, leaving echoes in places like this.
Why the hell are you telling me all this?
Oh,
What's wrong with you?
Just
He
breakfast
does that.
conversation.
This isn't
It's
breakfast
just-
conversation.
I just love spooky stuff, and if you've got your own very bona fide ghost, I mean, maybe checking it out. I mean, I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm sure it's all superstitious nonsense.
He's a librarian. He's not very good at small talk. Sorry.
All right. Well, I'll enjoy your day. We'll see you a little bit later, I guess.
Is he slightly more scared?
No, he's more confused of what the hell is happening.
I go sit down. You hear this growl.
Oh my god, Basil, are you hungry? You could just eat my fear if you want.
What are you
You're not-
afraid of?
I'm afraid of a lot of things. You want me to think really hard about something I'm scared of?
I mean, it has to be genuine. It can't be. You can't just. It's not like thinking of. It's okay. It's fine. I mean, I
Well-
can go a day or two without food. It's all right.
I mean, what kind of fear? Could it be like you just standing behind a corner and jumping out at somebody?
Well, if I'm quick, yes. I mean, like those that kind of fear is very fleeting. It's kind of the lowest form of fear, if you really ask me. But
So there's different levels.
yes, we call where you jump out at someone to scare them. We call those like kind of jump scares. It just doesn't very last. It's a quick high, and then people usually get over it when they realize they're not in danger.
I see.
So that's how you eat.
Well, I don't jump scare people. I don't just run around going boo at people. Most of the time, people are just already naturally afraid of something, and I just simply help alleviate that somewhat. It's fine. It's fine. It's just everyone was eating breakfast. I thought
I don't want you to go hungry or anything.
oh, it's okay. I thank you, Grimo. I appreciate that.
Pull a knife on Sicarius and be like, "I'll kill you." I swear I will.
That's not a knife. This is a diplomatic razor.
Oh
Hey,
my
this
God.
man like a motherfucker. I was just trying to help our friend out.
Look, it's fine. This isn't working.
We're bonding.
Maybe we could find that cat. I bet I could scare that thing pretty good.
Leave my cat alone.
Guys gotta eat.
Listen, there has to be someone that we pass on the street that will be scared of something. If not, just
Yes.
jump scare me at some point.
Thank you. I appreciate the consensual allowance of me to feed off you, but I'll be okay.
Didn't you see the jump scaring you thing?
What?
Is that an open invitation? Is that for anybody or?
Sure. If you don't have Basil, go for it.
Oksana, I'll need to talk to you later.
So she's been eating the entire time, like not paying attention to the conversation at all. And then when he says that to her, she'll just look up and nod and then go back to eating.
Sounds good. As you all continue to sit around the table enjoying your breakfasts, you hear the squeak of the front door open once again. Hey, Basil, I got your Sweetwater taffy.
Oh, thank you, Tristan.
Hey.
I
Where
take
you
it
been?
Oh, it's really hard to find saltwater taffy in the middle of the night. That's boy, gosh, GJ, Willikers, golly gosh.
I'll be honest, I figured you just took his money and maybe went to take his mom out to a nice dinner or something. I didn't expect you to. I've said too much.
Oh, no, it's I tried to find something in the market stalls, couldn't find anything, and then my shoelace got untied, and I wasn't sure what to do, and I got scared. Oh man! And then I just kind of stayed there for hours, trying to figure out what to do next. And then next thing I know, it was morning, and I came back here.
So you don't have taffy?
Oh no, I got that first. That was before the incident of the shoelaces.
The shoelace and the existential crisis.
Yeah.
Fascinating story, Tristan. Sit down, eat. Shut up.
Oh boy. Always a rainy day for Tristan. As he sits down.
Sound tired. Maybe you stay here at the inn for a while.
We just
Meet up with us later. I don't
Hey,
know.
how come you guys never want me around? You keep sending me away.
It's
to be
not
fair,
true.
you leave a lot. I'd say 99% of the time you leave first.
Yeah, that's fair.
Tell you what,
anyway.
you can come with us. You just have to be very quiet because I have a hangover and your voice hurts me.
As you say this, he's reaching into his pocket and he pulls out 2 coins. Is the hangover serious?
No, not like that.
Oh man.
I know. Tristan, if I ever die, you're not allowed to put the coins on my eyes.
Oh, but that's like my thing. That's like my calling card. Everybody knows me. I'm like the coin guy.
I hate how you were just like tearing his character apart right now.
Listen, V, if there's one thing that I know, it's branding.
Okay. Great. Well, how about we head out? What do you all think?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm done.
All right.
It would be good to have the job.
Yes. All right, we have keys. We'll come back later on. Thank you for breakfast, Jerry.
No worries. Good luck out there
Let us
today.
know how the ghost investigation goes.
I'll sure to check it out, I'm sure. Ghost.
Yeah. All right. Let's head out.
All right.
Okay.
Jesus.
Wait, do we know where we're going?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It's on the brochure. Oh wait, no, it's the kissed by
It's
a rose.
Rose.
Okay.
Let's go.
Can we just say that we asked Jerry to tell us where that is?
Yeah, Jerry explains to you where Handler's Market is,
Okay.
Exactly.
which isn't too far from the tavern. Only a few blocks away.
All right.
As you all begin to make your way down the cobbled streets in the beautiful morning sun, you eventually make your way to a large town circle, if you will. You can see a number of market stalls that have been set up proper. Many of the patrons of proprietors of various shops seem to be opening up for the day. You continue to walk through before you see one particular building that seems a little off. While the rest of the buildings seem very bright and colorful, this one in particular is very gothic in nature. A small iron wrought fence lays out a small courtyard that leads up to it. You can see a number of strange gravestones and monuments set up as decorations in the front. And above the on the small wooden sign that seems to be swaying back and forth, you see a large rose on it.
Hey, there is picture of Rose. Is this it?
Either that or the
Possibly.
world's most depressing florist.
I mean, if he's trying to attract business, maybe they should try something different. But
I mean,
either
maybe
way,
it's a
they're
funeral home.
hiring for jobs, so let's go check it out.
Okay.
We go in.
Start.
As you enter into the shop, you hear the ring of a small bell as the door opens up. At first glance, you see the shop is relatively empty of inventory, just a few items scattered about on shelves. The interior not that much different than the exterior. A very just slight of morbid type interior. You can see it feels more like, almost like a taxonomy office rather than anything else.
I don't like it
as
here.
Dreamer was like walking down the street towards the place, he's probably like singing to himself, and like, "Make my way on down the street. I'm a Babbitt. Go fuck yourself." And then he walked into this place. He's like, "Nope." Just walks back out. I'll wait outside. And he sits down.
All right.
As you walk out, are you afraid?
Yep.
Sweet. I have a light brunch.
Oh my god.
All right. As Basil once again feeds off Greenmore.
Like, wait. Okay, thank you. Bye.
You're a freak.
Oksana will go with Greenmore too. Just like the vibe of the place.
Okay.
But we need the job. What are you going?
Leave the talkers to go in there.
Yeah,
The
you
way
guys
to do
let
it.
me know. Let me know what happens. I will wait outside in sunshine. Goodbye. And she walks out.
Okay. As the door closes once again, the sound of the small bell rings. When out of the back comes a bright and cheery individual. Hi, welcome to my shop. As you look at her, you take note of the interesting skin tone of this individual. A very light grayish brown with long white hair, a little bit matted, with a number of freckles that grace over top of her nose and just underneath her eyes. She has very, very vibrant brown eyes.
Well, good morning to you. We are here inquiring about your help wanted sign placed at the crowbar, and I'll put the parchment on the table.
Oh, amazing! I'm Rose. Nice to meet all of you. So you're not here to buy anything, is?
Well, maybe.
Well, if it's
Well, after you hire us for this job, we may have some money to actually purchase something.
Oh, I can show you what I have in stock right now.
But if we don't have the money to pay for it,
I have some money. I want to see what she has in
Okay,
stock. Maybe it'll help with the job.
okay.
Well, I've got and she looks around now, looking over her otherwise deserted store. Oh, these are great. They're adorable. You're gonna love them. Do you like earrings?
Yes, look, I have some of my own.
These are very close to that. And she walks you over to a specific section, pulling out a small box. As she opens it up, you can see inside what looks like a silver earwig that seems to be moving around inside of the box, as well as a golden millipede representing the other side. Aren't they adorable? I love them. This is my earwig of message.
It has a lot of legs. Makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, it's not that bad. You just put, and she takes it out of the box as they continue to squirm and pushes it in your face. Here, no, come on, I'll try them on. And she tries to put them on you. Are you gonna let her?
Are they alive, or are they just like metal that moves like a centipede?
They look to be of metal construct. However, they do seem alive. Here, I'll show you really quickly. She takes the
All right.
earwig and puts it behind your ear. You can feel it now latch onto the outside just between your ear and your head. She said, no, it's fine. And she takes the millipede and puts it on hers. Now here's the great part. And she walks over to the other side of the room. You can hear her mutter some kind of incantation before she starts to speak. As she begins to speak, you feel the earwig now crawling out from behind your ear into your ear itself.
Nope, I don't like that very much. Is this how it's supposed to be? And we will like start to try to pull it out of her ear.
As you say this, you hear her whisper from afar, almost like she's directly beside you. Yes, this is the point. so you can communicate. And you can hear the earwig now speaking to you inside of your ear.
Is it like... does it stay here? Does it have to go in my ear?
Oh, yeah.
It's at this time that V you hear in your head. How's it going in there?
In my head?
Yep.
What? Extra confused now. V will say, Grimoire, how are you talking to me? There's an earwig in my ear.
Oh,
Are
no,
you
my
part of
name's
this?
Rose. Why
Why do you
you
have an earwig in your
This is
ear?
very strange. I don't know why you're
Listen,
calling me
listen,
Grimoire. That's, I mean,
I'm
if you
just trying
want,
to
I mean,
see
that's
what's
kind of
going
like
on
a
inside
code
in
word
there.
for each other. That's, fine.
Why, I mean,
For someone with
cool?
a
Is it
hangover.
working?
This is listen, I'm talking to two people at once and I don't understand how. Grimoire is talking to me and Rose is talking to me.
How much did
Who
you
the
have
fuck
to
is
drink last
Rose?
night?
Who's Grimoire?
Grimoire, just come inside. There are too many people talking to me.
all right, but there better not be any freaky shit in there.
It's fine, trust me.
We won't go inside.
Rose now approaches you once more as she reaches over and pulls the earwig out of your ear, putting it back in the box. She takes the millipede from behind her ear and puts it in, closing the box. See? And they're very fashionable. Fashion and function. Ha ha ha.
Oh yes, V, you look marvelous in it.
Oh, thank you.
It's just laughing.
Really nice of you, Sicarius. You coming out of your armor shell.
It was being sarcastic.
Oh.
Functional, but creepy as hell, if you'd ask me.
Yes.
Oh, only 50 silver pieces.
For what?
Grimoire, they're earwigs that allow you to talk to somebody.
Then without moving his mouth, you'll hear in your head again. We don't need to pay 50 silver for that. I already know how to do that.
How are you doing that, Grimoire?
Doing what?
He's talking to me in my head.
See, now this is why I don't tell you things, because we could have pranked him so good. Now he's gonna know.
Oh, your friend. I've got something for you too. As she points towards
Me?
Grimoire. Yeah, I can see that you're maybe lacking a little bit.
What? Late.
Well, I noticed that your
I think
arm
it's a
seems to be
compliment,
missing.
ma'am.
I don't mean to be rude, but I might have something for you.
A very astute observation.
Here, come here. And she walks you over to another counter. You can see propped up on the counter directly is a very small but well put together prosthetic arm. Entirely made out of wool. This is my
Roll?
wool.
Okay.
This is the prosthetic lamb.
Oh my god.
Is this some kind of fucking joke?
No. You can put it on and it'll work just the same. It's exactly like a regular arm. I mean, unless you get, hurt by something.
I'm sorry.
Well, can I borrow your dagger for a minute?
It's a weird request. I don't even know you, lady. And in 2 seconds, you pointed out that I'm missing an arm, assumed that I need this ugly thing, and asked me for my dagger.
It's not ugly. That's not very nice of you to say.
How did this get turned around on me?
Well, I mean, if you're a bad person, you're a bad person. That's not my problem. But this might help you and become a little bit more sensitive to people with disabilities.
What on earth is happening? I'm going back outside. I've had enough of this. He'll walk out and slam the door behind him.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just trying to help, but that doesn't matter then, I guess. What else do I have?
Rose, was it? Look, we're very, very interested in what you have to sell, but of course, time being very imperative, probably we should maybe discuss the matter of your mission.
Are you sure you don't want to see my cloak of Razzle?
Yes,
I'm sure there'll be.
Razzled.
I want to see
Yes.
the cloak of Razzle.
It would look amazing on you. Absolutely fantastic on you. She escorts you very quickly over to a mannequin with a large cloak draped over top of it. You can see that the cloak itself is seemingly made up of stitched together tongues. This is my cloak of Razzle. It is the greatest cloak ever. Isn't it adorable and amazing? All you have to do is put it on. Here, watch. And she takes it off the mannequin and wraps it around you. You can feel like the slopping of the tongues kind of smack up against you as it puts it on. Now, this is to show that you're truly a spectacle to be seen. All you have to do is speak the magic word. And she leans into it and whispers, "Raspberry." As she says this, the tongues come to life as they begin to flop up and down, giving a strange but subtle noise of behind it as it begins to bellow in the wind behind you.
Okay. How much, just out of curiosity, how much, now I need to know, how much for this weird cape thing?
Oh, the Cloak of Razzle? I mean, I've got it priced right now at 50 gold. But, I mean, if you help me, I could do a discount for you, no problem.
How much is the arm? Actually, what does the arm do other than just be an arm? Anything special about it?
Well... She walks you back over to the arm. Do you have a dagger?
Yes, and V will unstrap the one that's on her thigh.
She takes it.
Over.
You have to be careful with prosthetic lambs. They kind of have a mind of their own at times, and she pokes it just a little bit. As she does, you watch as the wool fluffs out into almost that of a sheep, as the hand itself begins to change, the fingers now pulling back in on itself, as the mouth of a lamb seems to protrude outward and lets out a loud, "Bah!"
Oh, we got to give that to Grimoire. One way or another.
How much for this arm?
Oh, this is very special. I mean, it's 100% lamb wool, and takes some time to enchant it. But I would be willing to part with it at 25 gold.
How about... I don't have 25 gold. So how about not that much? How about we do the job for you? Well, actually, let's talk about the job, and then we can negotiate these items. How about that? What is the job?
Of course, a business first. Yes, I get it. Well, as you can see, I'm a little low on resources in my shop. And I'm looking for someone to help me fix that problem a little bit.
So you need a supplier.
Sort of. Well, many of my resources come from, and don't freak out when I say this, they come from a local cemetery. And I've been having some problems collecting resources because of a group of, what's the best word for it? Marauders?
Sorry, out of game, what is a marauder?
They're like...
Raina doesn't know.
They're like a small gang.
Okay.
Of undead creatures.
Oh.
And they're very mean. They chase everybody off, and they're always singing.
All right.
So, if I'm understanding this correctly, you wish for us to go to the cemetery
Mm-hmm.
and grave rob
Mhm.
some wares for you to be able to provide in your shop whilst avoiding the undead, singing undead, that are apparently hindering your trafficking of said body parts.
Body parts.
Or just clear out the graveyard that of the gang members. That would be great too. I mean, I can get my own resources. That's fine. I mean, I know what I'm looking for.
Right.
And it would be, well, you know, it would be a big help for my business and, you know, the people of this community. I mean, they love all of my creations.
As we can see with all the business you've had.
Well, I mean, it's I'm short on inventory, so that's, you know, part of the reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Alright.
Dag's got a question. Dag's got a question real quick here.
Mhm.
So magic not being allowed is one thing. What's the take on magic items like animating tongues and shape-shifting arms,
That's a
etc.,
good
etc.,
question,
etc.?
yeah.
So it depends on where you buy it from. Most of the sellers of magic items or anything along those lines do have to have some type of what's like a pass, if you will. So
So
some
they
kind
have
of
the permit that you were talking about.
They do have the permits, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And question, graveyard. Whoa, I'm just like slipping in and out of V and Raina there. Graveyard, is that in the like in an area where we can't be using magic?
It is within the city.
Okay.
So these creatures, isn't that something that the city guard should take care of, or are they actually part of the grave for a purpose?
That's a good question. I mean, it is in the lower areas of the city where there's not a lot of guards.
I see.
So as long as you don't mind going down to Dog's Breath, it should be okay.
I quite like it there. That's where I'm from. So, how much does it pay?
Well, I mean, my business is surviving on these kind of things. I would be happy to pay 50 gold pieces. And a discount whenever you want from the shop.
All right. What about 50 gold and that arm?
Yeah, I think we can do that.
All right.
Wait, is this 50 per person?
No, I couldn't afford. How many are there? 300 gold? That's a little much for me right now.
50 gold is plenty enough for now. She looks at Zacharias, reminding him that we're here for the connections. Okay, Zacharias just stares into her soul. All right, you have a deal. Can I leave with the arm as sort of a 50% down payment on our services?
Well, I mean, I don't know if you'd be coming back. Is there something that you can leave here?
I have candle wax.
Hey, Tristan.
I have this lovely pan flute that I do quite sentimental value. Or maybe greater value to the universe, I could leave my triangle here.
Make a persuasion check for me.
That's in that one.
Can I assist in any way? To
How-
hype up the value of the triangle by saying it belonged to a famous musician?
famous musician, you say? Tell me all about him.
You see, well, long ago when it was said the funeral rites were first to be held, the death knolls would be tolled, large, big, and ominous bells, and one of the first built in the city was decommissioned due to a large crack being appeared in it. That metal was then smelted down into several key instruments by an artist whose fame was quite underappreciated for his time, and now is sort of coming into fruition since his death. This triangle is made from that very same metal that was used for that first death knell.
A death triangle? That sounds amazing. You go ahead and roll with advantage.
It's helpful. I'm not going to use this dice that I just rolled with. All right, that's better. Oh shit, I forgot I'm really persuasive. I have a +8 to persuasion. I rolled a 13. So 13 plus 8.
21.
21. Damn, I'm persuasive. God!
I mean, if
Yep, you're persuasive. So persuasive.
I mean, for something like that, I mean, yeah, I think I would trust you for that.
All right, but I get it back when we complete the job, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right. V will hand over her triangle for the arm.
As you hand it over, it misses her reach as it shatters on the ground. Unrepairable, ever. It's nothing can be done about it.
Hell yeah.
I'm kidding.
That's okay. I have the strongest adhesive known to man on my character sheet. I chew up some saltwater taffy and repair it.
She takes the triangle carefully and looks it over for a moment. I'll keep this very safe for you. You can go ahead and take the prosthetic lamb.
Thank you. We will take it.
Well, best of luck, adventurers.
Thanks. We'll be back in a jiffy, because we're that good at our job.
Yeah, don't die. Be terrible to die inside of a graveyard.
Well, at least we'll already be there.
Oh, that was a funny joke. Die in a graveyard. Oh. Tristan leaves the door laughing.
V will leave, and she'll go to find Grimoire.
He's just sitting right outside.
Grimoire!
That was not a very nice lady.
No.
She was very nice.
She was not.
A little odd, but very nice.
Yes, I'm not. I feel like her intentions may have been in the best place, but she wasn't very.
I didn't care
Nice.
for what she was implying.
What
Well,
happened?
What happened was we got the job. I also got the arm as well, Grimoire, here, and she'll hand it over. So you don't have to use it. I just thought you might want to have it as an option.
He'll look at it. I don't need this thing.
I know you don't.
I haven't needed anything like this. I do just fine.
You do. I just
I-
thought you might like it.
I
That's all.
appreciate the sentiment.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't even have to wear it. You could just carry it if you want in your bag or something. She did mention, I should say, that, and V will take her dagger out. She said, "This is what happens when you get hurt when you're wearing it," and V will sort of nick it.
It poofs up once again as the fingers change to that of a lamb's face and lets out a loud meh.
Fucking pocket sand, why'd you do that?
It could be. I don't know. It seems a little quirky, but it could be.
You realize that we put ourselves in danger all the time and that I'm very likely to get nicked in a battle.
Yes, and maybe this will act as a cushion or a barrier, or it will
What a
scare someone.
distraction.
Act as a cushion, nothing would hit here if there wasn't anything there to be hit.
Wait, what?
Yes,
Oh, no.
a shield that activates after you've been injured isn't very effective.
No, but it could push someone away after you've been injured. If that person was going to attack you, they'd attack you whether you had an arm or not.
It's a very nice sentiment. He puts it in his bag. Doesn't put it on.
As she goes to hand it over to you, you see that it is now starting to gnaw on a little bit of roughage and flowers that are just beside it.
This thing's not gonna chew through my bag, is it?
How do we
even get
turn
it
it back
back
into an arm?
How do we?
Okay,
Yeah,
what
sure.
happened with the job?
Yeah,
We'll
let's-
Oh yes,
We'll just relay.
we have to kill. Yes, we have to kill some undead at the graveyard. Apparently, some singing undead marauders are what await us somewhere in the graveyard. And once we have cleared out enough of them, we will return and gain 50 gold pieces among our group, as well as a permanent store discount and that sheep arm.
Okay, I mean, does not sound so bad. What?
No. I mean, how dangerous could undead marauders be?
I'm just curious why they're singing.
Yes.
Clearly, they have a
I guess
lust for
we are
life.
Or maybe they're protecting their own graves from her robbing it.
Maybe.
We're
Wait,
going to go
she's
end it.
robbing graves.
Oh yes, that's how she makes her items.
I always thought that undead had difficulty singing. I figured they'd be bone deaf.
Fee will nod.
I hit him with the lamb arm.
Ah, son of a... Yes, okay, sorry, I deserve that. Ah.
Yeah, you feel a loud thump against your skull, Basil, as it lets off. Meh!
Yes, you and me both.
This thing is useful after all.
Yes. So we must make our way down to the lower part of town until to the graveyard. I'm assuming they probably are more active at night.
Probably.
I mean, that's a big assumption. Why not check during the day? I mean, they could be perfectly fine during the day. We're the ones who are suffering. Well, some of us are the ones who suffer at night.
The only thing that we should probably take into consideration is that it is in Dog's Breath, which, considering how difficult it was for us to get here in the first place, we should probably make sure that we have a secure way of coming back, like having our papers prepared or something like that, since this is where we're staying.
Oh, yes, that does remind me. Tristan,
Oh, yeah,
give me back
yeah,
my
huh?
papers.
Oh, right. Yeah, papers. So, yeah. Oh,
Thank you.
there you go.
Why don't we go talk to that Nick guy? He will probably know how to get papers.
Will
It's a
that
very
one
good idea.
paper do for all of us, or do we need our own? Just in case we get separated.
Good question.
I would assume that we probably all need our own, you know. It's like a passport, but pass papers.
That one.
So
All
then,
right.
wherever we go, we must secure some passports, papers.
All right.
But how?
Nick's
Go
probably...
talk to Nick.
Yes, he does the counterfeit. No, what's the word? What's the word? Come on.
Counterfeiting?
No.
Forging?
Whatever. Like forge.
For-
Whatever.
Forged paper.
So yes, let's go get some.
All
right.
right. As the party sets off back towards Nick's office, before they head down, back to the Dog's Breath, I think that's where we wrap up for the evening.
Aww.
To all of those who have joined us for the evening, thank you so much for continuing to hang out and enjoying our dumb faces and our silly, silly stories. For all the bits, the hype train, the subs, all of those kind of things, thank you ever so much. Y'all are absolutely fantastic. Will there be an after party? Some of us might be going into the tavern for an after party, but we will see. Keep an eye out. If you're not in our Discord, think about coming and hanging out there, because we do come and hang out there from time to time. But with that said, before we leave you for the evening, I have one word of caution for you. To all the adventurers out there, whether trying to figure out if your companions poop, or finding a way to not become grave robbers. I beg of you all, one word of caution. Be careful out there. You can trip. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you out there. We love all y'all. And we'll see you in the next one. Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.